Dun, dun, dun! Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Robyn Carpenter Briscoe, your favorite spiritual life coach. And welcome to this very special Pride special of Illimitable Living with me. We are here to celebrate being proud of ourselves. As you can see, I'm wearing some of my favorite Pride type regalia. This is Queer Hustle, which is a annual conference for queer business owners. Some of my new Love is Love kind of jewelry. I'm covered in rainbows. I love Pride season. I love it because it is an opportunity when people allow themselves to be seen in a much larger way. I should say people who identify as part of the queer community allow themselves to be seen in a much more fully way. And I am all about being seen. Yes? Because why? Because we are illimitable. Illimitable. So if you have never been here before and this is the first time you're seeing this, welcome. Illimitable Living Sessions with me, Robyn Carpenter Briscoe. Illimitable means unable to limit, which means that we are here every Saturday celebrating the illimitability of ourselves. It means that our living our lives without limits, because limitation is not even a consideration. Yes. And do you know why that is? That is because we are proud of who we are. We are grateful for our journey. And we know that we are here to be exactly the person that we are right now. And we have come here to be more magnificent selves. Yes. So since this is still a program about spirituality, right? So this is about being spiritually proud. Oh, here we're getting somewhere now. Okay. So if we are going to be proud of ourselves spiritually, if we're going to have spiritual pride, what does that actually mean? Well, for me, that means I am sitting completely in the skin that I'm in. I am wearing my suit of illimitability. I am wearing the me that I am fully and completely in front of everyone. And I do that because I have what? I have spiritual empowerment. And if you are new to this phrase, spiritual empowerment literally means to live our life with the freedom of being authentically ourselves at all times without fear or apology. I'm going to repeat it. Spiritual empowerment is the freedom to live as your authentic self without fear or apology every day. Every day. Not just during Pride, also during Pride, and also during every other month of the year, every other day of the year, every year to year. At all times, you are living your life as your most magnificent self. And every day that we get up and are given the opportunity to breathe another day, to experience another sunrise, is another opportunity to live our illimitable lives. So it's funny because if we're going to talk about pride that and spirituality, people may feel the desire to bring up the 7 deadly sins. For those that do not know, pride is technically one of the 7 deadly sins, along with malice and lust and things like that. So here's my deal about this. I'm going to take a pass on guilt and know that I have been created fully and completely as myself, exactly the way that I am. And so to have pride in the self that I am, the fact that I get up every day and am myself, that is not what the 7 deadly sins was talking about. It was talking about boasting, right? It was talking about having a boastful attitude, it's like, yeah, this is the pride that the Bible's talking about, not the, yes, I am so proud of myself and the me that I am. That is what I'm talking about. We're talking about the celebration of self. What could be more spiritual than celebrating the you that you are? I mean, honestly, it's pride every day here, with me, your goddess of joy, because we are always living in the glorious gift that our existence is. So we don't need a special day, right? We don't need a special month to live in that glorious existence of self. What we do need are opportunities to honor all the parts of who we are. And that is what these kinds of months are. And we have days for all kinds of things that we celebrate. We have celebrations of our heritage. We have celebrations of our history. And pride is started as a riot, became a march, and ultimately ended up as a parade and a movement, because it was really about honoring all the parts of that we are. It is always about honoring all the yous that you are. So although it is gay pride month, it is queer pride month, trans, non-binary, lesbian, intersex, asexual, all the alphabet that we are. Although this month is that month for our queer community, really one of the things that I taught the kids, that I was an advisor for, in a gay straight alliance at a school, one of the things that I taught them was, you get to be proud of who you are, whoever you are, all the parts of you. So when we celebrated coming out day, I was like, come out as something that someone doesn't know that you are. It doesn't have to be coming out as queer. It could be coming out as, I don't know. Choose something that you are. I am a bibliophile. I love books. So I could come out as that. I can celebrate pride in that. Everyone's proud of who they are at all times. What's important when we're talking about a more spiritual connection is that idea of digging deeper, being more still in our understanding of self. It is about sitting and expanding in the we that we are rooted in. Yes? So the me that I am rooted in as self, that is who I can be every day. That is who I can celebrate being every day. That is who I am proud of. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful gift. The moment that you give yourself the opportunity to be everything that you are, to be all of your parts and pieces, to be the you that you are out loud and in front of people. I remember so strongly my first pride, because it was, I don't know, several decades ago. And it at Gay Games had come to New York City. So Gay Games is like the Gay Olympics, except you can't call it the Gay Olympics because they got sued by the Olympics committee. So it's Gay Games. However, whatever you call it, it came to New York, and it was my first pride. And I had no idea until earlier that year that this was part of the reality of who I was. So for the first time, I was getting to attend a pride parade, attend other pride celebrations, see people from all over the world that were there celebrating who they are and who they love and how they love. And it was this incredible experience. I used to cry about it every time because I couldn't even believe that it had taken me so long to realize that about myself. And then it was like, this was the best party that had been going on forever, that I had finally gotten an invitation to, that I didn't even know existed. It's like one of those secret parties, except it's not a secret. You can join anytime. This year, there probably are some pride parades, not some pride parades. You know, it's still COVID. Things are still weird. By next year, for sure. This year, though, there may still be some pride parades later in the year because some towns like Palm Springs, where it's the desert, they don't celebrate pride until way late in the fall. So there may still be something going on with that. They celebrate pride all over this country and all over the world. And it's this wonderful unifying experience. And that is what I am inviting you to have about self. A unifying experience of having pride in all that you are. That is where that spiritual empowerment comes in. The freedom to live as your authentic self at all times without fear or apology. You could take that statement and call it pride, and it would sound the same way. The reason that we celebrate pride every year is because we celebrate the freedom of living as our authentic self at all times without fear or apology. Same, yeah? Same. When you allow yourself to be fully and completely who you are in front of other people. First, you have to do it in front of yourself, right? You have to admit to yourself, first in your head, then it helps to do it out loud, that you are exactly who you are. And once you have that, I am exactly who I am, and I am proud to be myself. you can say that to somebody else. And then when you can say it to somebody else, you can experience it with other people. And when you do that, that is when people get to relish in the magnificence of your being. Because that is when they get to see the real you. That is when they get to experience the joy that you are. That is when they get to experience your most spectacular, illimitable self. When you are present, open, proud. Yes? Yes. Okay, so let's talk about stones and crystals, because we're always talking about stones and crystals, right? That's why I wrote the book. So if we're going to talk about stones and crystals, I'm going to, of course, bring up pride jewelry. So pride jewelry is often, when it's got stones, like semi-precious stones and crystals attached to it, is also called chakra jewelry. Because why? Rainbows! Yay! So I've worn my pride t-shirt before that has the original colors of pride, and love, harmony, sunshine, all of that. So that the pride, that the rainbow is who we are. And the pride flag has been updated to make sure that all populations of our community feel seen and heard and honored in the flag. At the same time, it's important to understand that the original purpose of the rainbow was to honor these parts of ourselves and our community as self, right? So in kind of a hippie way, right? Like, cause it's when one of the things that you talk about is sunshine, then for sure that there's going to be some sort of like grooviness to the story. So when we are talking about pride jewelry or chakra jewelry, we are talking about working our way up the chakras. And if you do not know what the chakras are, because you've not heard this term before, it is literally the energy centers that run along the center of your body. So along the midline of your body, it is said that these wheels of energy, that's what chakra means, wheels of life. The wheels of life force energy are sitting along your midline and even above. Now, there are the lower chakras 1 through 7, which exist in your body. And then there are upper chakras like 8 through 15, which is a whole other conversation. However, our chakra line starts with the base. Often this is a stone that is used to represent that first chakra. This is Carnelian, and Carnelian is a root chakra stone. I'm not going to go through I'm not going to have all the show you all the stones. I am going to talk about the colors though, right? So red is your root chakra. Orange is your seat of your soul, your second chakra. So that's in the area of, if you were born with female sex organs, then it would be at the womb center, or in the center of where your pelvic floor sits. So in your pelvis, that is your second chakra. And that is really this place where the love that you have for self lies. So we have love for others. That's up here. That's heart chakra, right? But love for self, that understanding of the gloriousness that you as a being that exists right now in this consciousness, the beauty and gloriousness of that existence and the love for that self that you are, that's your second chakra. Third chakra, that's yellow, and your third chakra is your trust chakra. So that's your gut. So if you think about it, when you are having a trust test, like you need to go with your gut, or you need to tell if something is real or not, and you feel it in your gut, that is trust of others. Trust of self and safety, that's your root chakra. That's way down at the bottom, and that's your red. But trust of others, that do I need to I need to trust what I know, your intuition, that's your third chakra. Then you've got your fourth chakra, your heart center. That is love for others. It is also gifts of love, gifts of giving, gifts of self. So if we're talking pride-wise, right? If we're talking about our here as our queer selves, this is that space for community. This is that space for opening up and being love in action for self and others, predominantly others. However, clearly, if this is the space where we are expanding in love for others, we are opening ourselves up to receive love for self. Yes? So that's fourth chakra, green. Fifth chakra, right here in our throat, blue. This, speaking our truth, right? This is the space where we literally say, I am proud to be myself. This is where we say it and mean it. I am proud to be myself. I am proud to be a woman. I am proud to be a lesbian. I am proud to be a Black woman. I am proud to be a Black queer woman. Robyn. I am proud. I proudly express this self to you. And I do it from my throat chakra, blue. And now we have indigo, which is a much deeper purple color. It's the darkness between blue and actual purple, right? Violet, which is this color. So that indigo, that's here. It's also white, also considered up here, but we're going to go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, right? So this intuition, this is knowing what you know and knowing fully and completely yourself. One of my favorite indigo stones is Iolite. Iolite is that dark, you can't, it's hard to see it. Can you see it? Dark blue, dark with purple shade, like leaning toward purple, right? That indigo color, that is letting you tap in to the you that you know that you are. Tap in to the wisdom that you know exists within you. Tap in and understand that you actually do know everything that you need to know in order to make every decision that you have to make. Because you are connected to your inner divine wisdom. Yes? Now, purple or violet or this color, that 7th chakra, that is your connection to your divine self. And the you that you are at that high level of you-ness, that is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful connection to honor, because it is the you without baggage. It is the you without doubt. It is the you without fear. It is the you without shame. It is the you without fill in the blank, anxiety. It is your higher divine wisdom self. And that connection to that higher understanding of where we really are and who we really are on this planet. So right up the chakras, get those rainbows shining and being, loving ourselves and loving who we love and loving as we love. These are the things that we celebrate. It is a wonderful, wonderful gift to be ourselves. It is a wonderful, wonderful gift to give yourself, to have pride in being yourself. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of all the yous that you are. Connect. Remember. Celebrate. That is all we have for today. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am so grateful for you. I am grateful that you are here to join me for this Pride special. I am grateful that you spent time thinking about what it really means to be proud of yourself, the you that you are. I am grateful for you to subscribe. That's right. Get that subscription going. Click that thing, subscribe, sign up for notifications so you know anytime that I go live, you will be notified. Anytime a new video pops up, you will get that notification so you will know. Don't forget that we still have a contest going. We still have a contest going for that spiritual empowerment box. Oh, and now you've learned, if you hadn't been before, you've learned what spiritual empowerment means. And why wouldn't you want a box that breaks out all these wonderful things? It's full of stones. It's got oracle cards. It's got all kinds of things in it, and you can win it. So make sure, if you haven't seen that video, you go back a couple of weeks and see the video that I did that says enter to win. Make sure you use you make that video and you send it to iam.illimitable@gmail.com. That's right. I am illimitable at gmail.com. You are absolutely illimitable. That is what I want you to remember, my friends, which means that you can go out and create a life that rocks. Woo woo! Yes, yes. I love you. I will see you next week. Next week, we'll be talking about joy and happiness. I'm pretty sure we'll have a special guest. So I'm really excited to share it with you. In the meantime, in between time, go out. Be proud of who you are. I'll see you next week. Bye.